Hi friends, welcome back to the homestead. Let's harvest some dandelions and freeze dry them, cause why not, right? I'm really excited to freeze dry these, as these will be great for our greens to add to smoothies. And I was lucky enough to find actually 2 or 3 mullein plants that we also will be freeze drying today. Looks like we've got enough to get started. Into the house we go. So I do add a little bit of vinegar to my water. I want to make sure these are very clean. So I will wash them in just a little bit of vinegar diluted in a big thing of water. And my sinks were very clean, by the way. And then I'm just going to put them in, and I will put them into just plain water several times until I see the water is clear, and also pick through and find any leaves or grass or the dandelion flowers that we do not want to be freeze drying. Once they are completely clean, I'm going to run both the mullein and the dandelion greens through my salad spinner just to make sure I get off all excess water. And then I'm going to cut them up into smaller pieces just to make sure that each piece does get freeze dried. And I will have 1 tray of mullein and 4 trays of dandelion greens to go into the freezer and to freeze overnight.
The freeze dryer, as you can hear, is running. We have less than 3 minutes before it's ready to load our trays. I just took them out of the freezer like 2 seconds before I turned on the camera, and we're going to get them loaded. I froze this batch because I'm actually doing another batch on Saturday that won't be frozen, I don't think. We're going to see. I do find freezing beforehand definitely gets into the freeze drying mode much faster. Of course it would, because things are already frozen. And I like that because I like being able to see how much time is left if we're going out somewhere, or mainly when we're going to bed. Because if we're out somewhere, I can just check my app now and see if I can add some more time if we're not going to be back in time before it's finished. But if it's the middle of the night and I'm sleeping, I'm not waking up at 2 in the morning to check on it. I probably should, but I'm not. So that's why I like freezing it, because if I freeze it the night before, first thing in the morning, and it's very early, I know it doesn't look it, but it's very early. First thing in the morning, I can get them going. And I think these will be done sometime this evening. We'll see. And I hope you all can see that. We finally came up with a name for our freeze dryer. Maybe not the most original, but we like it. Frosty. So I did set a custom setting for this. I just set it to freeze to 0 degrees Fahrenheit because these were already very, very frozen from being in the deep freezer all night. But other than that, I didn't add any extra freeze time or any extra dry time right now. And for a quick update on our eggs that we are incubating, out of 12, we have 9 that showed clear signs of veins and even little eyeballs. It was so exciting. I ended up purchasing a much better quality candler flashlight because the one that came with the incubator was terrible. It was not seeing through. Blue and green eggs, which I have found out, are impossibly hard to see through. And boy, were they ever. But with this, I just picked this up off of Amazon. I'll link it down below if anyone's interested. It can run off batteries, or you can plug it in and use it. It works amazing, and it comes with 2 different size heads, so if you're doing quail, you can also check for quail. And it just comes with a cord if you want to plug it in and use it at the same time. It worked great, and it was so exciting. Even Even Aiden was excited to see the veining and stuff. So we're on day 15 today, but there's plenty of moisture in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's lots of condensation. And my friend Holly said, if you see condensation, they have plenty of water. So I haven't been adding water every day like I was. Today is actually the first day I've added water in days. So today is day 15? Yes, today is day 15. So Grace and I are going to be making a spot ready, and David will be building the brooder this weekend because we could have baby chicks on Monday. It did not take till after supper. It took a little over 4.5 hours, and these are completely freeze dried. So we're just going to get them into our bucket, and this is a little DIY project that David is going to be trying for me. So you're going to hear Roy because it's beautiful. The afternoon has just turned off gorgeous here. And I have my door open, so of course Roy has to be heard. So yeah, so David is going to be doing a little DIY for me. Obviously, David has to do the work on that. It's too narrow near the bottom. So for now, I'm just going to get all the dandelion right into my bucket. I find it easier to put it in something like this and then transfer it to my container I'm going to store it in. Now, this doesn't look any different than when it went in, and that's fine because that's what's going to happen. But there it is, and I'm just going to show you. You can hear it's pretty crunchy. So that's the dandelion leaf, and this is the mullein. Very crunchy compared to what it usually is. And there we go. There's our mullein all freeze dried. I'm hoping to freeze dry a lot more, so that's why I'm putting it in this container for now. Same with the dandelion. We're just going to put that right in here too. So we've got to start already on freeze drying some of the harvest from garden season 2025. And I hope to pick a lot more. The rain we've gotten the last day and a half has definitely made the dandelions explode. And hopefully I can find more mullein. Even if I don't necessarily like getting it from other places because I know I haven't sprayed anything on my lawn that I would be worried about ingesting. I can't say the same for other places, but hopefully I can find some more. I found 2 or 3 plants there this weekend. I can definitely find some more. I hope you enjoyed this video, freeze drying the first harvest of Garden 25. Is so exciting. I'm so looking forward to freeze drying a lot of our harvest this year, just for ease and just for the fact of having to not put so much in my freezer, saving my canning for things we truly enjoy, canned versus freeze dried. Until then, friends, take care, God bless, and we'll see y'all soon.